doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a couple minutes to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make smoked ham and bacon hash. This is a super easy recipe because you cook it in one pan. You just need a big frying pan, cast iron pan with a lid. And everything cooks in it, so it's easy to cook, easy to clean up. Now the motivation for this dish is twofold. First off, I'm on the keto diet, so I'm trying to limit my carbs. So this recipe is very keto or low carb friendly. And the reason I'm doing this recipe besides that was because my last video, and I'll leave a link below, was my jacked up pit barrel smoked ham. And I got a couple cups, maybe 2-3 cups of leftover ham here. And so that's kind of the motivation for me to do this dish. And like I said, super easy. You're going to spend the most time just chopping everything up. And then once everything's ready to go, literally you'll have this done within 10 minutes. So I have some ham, I have some bacon. I'm going to add an onion, a green pepper, mushrooms, cauliflower, which is going to be a substitute for like a potato you normally see in a hash. And then a little seasoning, black pepper and paprika. Really basic stuff, not very complicated. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to make this recipe step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, I got everything chopped up, but before I start cooking, I'm going to quickly do a beer review. It's my only time because it's going to be so quick and easy to make. Kona Brewing Company out of Hawaii, Longboard Island Lager. Now I've been seeing this in the store, and I have never tried it. So I figured, you know what? No chance like the presents. So, never been to Hawaii, but wouldn't mind going at all. Okay, it looks very light. I know they have a couple different varieties. This is their lager. I think they have some kind of ale or some other different kinds of stuff. So you see here I chopped everything up, okay? I have some mushrooms, here's the ham, onion, green pepper, cut up the cauliflower, and then I cut the bacon around 5 or 6 pieces. I only had 5 pieces because they were the thick cut bacon. And just cut them into little squares. I think it makes it a little bit easier. And then some black pepper and some paprika. That's pretty much all we're going to need besides a little bit of olive oil in the beginning. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. Thank you so much. Okay, it smells like your regular domestic beer. Nothing overpowering whatsoever. Cheers. That's good. It doesn't have a lot of character. Not a lot of hops present. It's one step above what, you know, I would consider your Americanized beers, you know, the low-end stuff. Budweiser, Coors, Miller. This I would pick because it's got a little bit more flavor. It's very drinkable. But it's not earth-shattering in its flavor profile whatsoever. But good summer beer. I mean, if I was sitting on the beaches of Hawaii surfing or something, this would be a good choice. So I'm going to enjoy this. So I'm going to enjoy my beer. I'll be back in a few minutes. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to saute the bacon. And we're going to get that kind of nice and crispy. And then we're going to use some of that bacon grease in the bottom of the pan as a base because that's got a lot of flavor to saute the rest of this. And it's real quick and easy. So stick around. I'll show you how to do the rest of it in just a second. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is take those bacon pieces. I got a medium a pan out over medium-high heat. We're just going to crisp these up. Alright, so it's been a couple minutes. These are nice and crispy. I'm going to remove these, put them on a paper towel here, kind of drain off some of that fat. We don't want all of this bacon grease, just a little bit for flavor. So let me remove all this bacon and a little bit of this bacon fat, and we'll be back in 1 second. Go. Alright, so here's the bacon. We're just going to put this to the side for a little bit later on. And you can see I left a little bit of the bacon grease, but drained most of it. And we're just going to saute the mushrooms now real quickly as well. And we're also going to be removing this with the bacon, because we don't want the mushrooms to get too mushy. We're just going to saute them just for a couple minutes, just to kind of get soft and tasty, absorb some of this bacon fat, and yeah, be back in a second. Alright, so it's just been a couple minutes. I'm just going to throw a little butter in here just to finish these off. And you don't want to overcook these, so these are just about done. I'm just going to let this butter melt, kind of get it coated on all these mushrooms. We're going to add this at the very end, just because we don't want to overcook these. Alright, it's just been literally a minute. This is perfect. You don't want to overcook them. So I'm going to take these off with the bacon, and then we'll be back in a second. Alright, so now we put the pan on. I'm going to add a little more butter. And just a little bit of olive oil. Like so. And now we're going to... There we go. Now we're going to saute the green pepper and the onion. Just kind of stir it in. We're just going to saute this for a few minutes. I'm going to put the lid on it just for a second. Just going to let these soften for probably like 5-6 minutes. Go. We'll be back shortly. Alright, it's been around 5 minutes. This is good. Kind of not completely cooked, but definitely soft. So now like make a little room here in the center. And what we're going to add is the cauliflower. And we're going to add around 1/4 cup of water. Okay, and then we're going to cover this. And we're just going to allow this to simmer for around 5 minutes. We just want that cauliflower to kind of soften up a little bit. So we'll be back shortly. Alright, it's been around 5-6 minutes here. Oh, this is looking good. Okay. So now I'm going to make a little room again in the center. This is looking fine. We're going to add the ham here. And look at this, the bacon and the mushrooms. We're going to add that right on top. And we're going to stir this in. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. Perfect. And I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of paprika. Alright. We'll put this on. Turn the heat down to kind of very low simmer here, just for a few minutes to heat everything up, and we'll be ready to eat. Alright, so here we are. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, this is pretty much done. I'm just going to take a little bit of parsley and sprinkle it on top. Give it one good stir. And then we'll serve this up. All right, there we go. All right, here you go, dished out. And how we're going to serve this is, since this is kind of a hash, we're going to eat it for dinner kind of like breakfast. We're going to put some eggs on top, fried eggs. This is a perfect dish if you're on a keto or a low carb diet for sure. Wow, look at this. Absolutely delicious. Alright. Let me cut into this, see how it tastes. Alright, here we are with my wife Monica. Let's try some of this. You're also on the keto diet.
I am.
Ooh.
Let's see. I don't know about this.
The secret of the keto diet is trying to fool both your eyes and your taste and thinking you're not missing out.
It smells really good though.
Here we go.
You don't have to fool your taste buds on this one.
Wow.
That's delicious.
That's really good.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
I might put a little sriracha sauce on this just to spice it up, but other than that, wow.
It's very good. I wasn't sure how that was going to come out with all the different mixture of things, but...
And look, you can modify it. If you don't like mushrooms, don't put that in. Very, very tasty.
It is.
As always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. I'll leave a link above to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. And I appreciate you stopping by. This is a great recipe, like I said, easy, one skillet meal, especially if you're on keto. It's awesome, don't you think?
Yeah, it doesn't lack flavor at all. It's delicious.
Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.